Imagine a hanging tapestry, the most beautiful one ever seen. Imagine carefully woven threads joining together to depict breathtaking beauty. Gold and silver threads entwine in most magnificent arches. A long, slender carcenaise over the deepest shade of blue traces the elegant flourishes of jade and amethyst. A grand garnish of orange, like that of the evening sun, dances the night away with a drape of bold pomegranate. It is an original, resplendent work. This tapestry is ours, our hope, our possibility, our future. When we compromise truth in favor of our own preferences, we snip, cut, and slice the threads of our magnificent tapestry. The first few frays are hardly noticeable. Then more frays appear, and some are even celebrated. But as more threads are cut, runs begin to show their repulsive faces, and holes queue up in their sickening song. This tattered tapestry is the reality. A reality where abortion is acceptable, where children are killed in the name of convenience and another's rights. This is a post-truth reality. However, the time has come when we must work to preserve and repair our tapestry. Oh, but every time an infant is killed, every time we sell human organs for profit, every time we call cold-blooded murder reproductive rights, we cut the threads. Every time we let an opportunity to protect the helpless and be a voice for the voiceless slide past us, we cut these precious threads. We unravel our masterpiece. And soon, all that will be left of our dear tapestry will be a mocking pile of disintegrated dreams. Is this how it ends? Is this the legacy left behind? It does not have to be. We can weave new threads and mend our beautiful tapestry by returning to the truth. Post-truth reality assails that reproductive rights empower a woman to live large and to her fullest potential. However, this reality, abortion, oppresses and destroys a woman. A mother who has an abortion is 6 times more likely to commit suicide than a mother who carries her baby to term. Indeed, abortion slyly convinces her that when the miracle of a child is inconvenient, her only option is to discard the babe. But we women, we are stronger than that. We are strong enough to carry this inconvenience to term. We are strong enough to explore adoption. We are strong enough to face our circumstances with courage. We can reach out and empower mothers in crisis pregnancies. When we empower these mothers, we weave new threads. I believe that life begins at conception. Acknowledging this single point both educates and empowers a pregnant woman considering abortion. Science asserts that life begins when the following 7 criteria are met: homeostasis, organization, metabolism, growth, adaptation, response to stimuli, and reproduction. All 7 of these criteria are met at conception when a sperm cell and egg cell meet. Not 3, not 4, not even 6, but all 7 criteria are met. Thus, while many would argue that a child without a heartbeat or even breath in his lungs is not yet a life, scientifically, he is alive. When we recognize that life begins at the moment of conception, we acknowledge truth. When we acknowledge this truth, we weave new threads. With support, education, and encouragement, the perspective of a woman can change. Armed with the knowledge that she is carrying a life within her, she can begin to understand the promising truth of adoption versus the damaging truth of abortion. Currently, the ratio is 149 abortions to 1 adoption. This is devastating. But equipping mothers who believe abortion is their only option to consider the wonderful gift it is to be blessed with a child truly empowers them. Alice Paul, a celebrated women's activist, wrote, "Abortion is the ultimate exploitation of women." She understood that education is the most powerful tool in the fight to empower women against the deceit of abortion. When we truly educate women, we weave new threads. And thus, with careful stitches, we can return our raveled tapestry to its glorious magnificence. When we acknowledge once again that truth is truth, we step out of the post-truth reality and into life. we can embody the change our tapestry needs. The silver arches, amethyst flourishes, and pomegranate drapes will once again glisten, bloom, and inspire for generations to come. Let this be how it ends. Let our legacy be one of truth, honesty, and integrity. Let us be remembered as those who fought for life, who fought for truth, who fought for the tapestry. And perhaps one day, one of these sweet babes will look up at our tapestry and become inspired to also stand for what is right and true. Imagine the delicate face of an inspired child who is inspired and alive because we did not allow the snipping, cutting, and slicing of our tapestry to continue. Instead, we sought to expose the false sense of empowerment fed to women through the propaganda of abortion. We laid open the scientific truth that life begins at the moment of conception. And we began a revolution focused on education and support. Our tapestry may then show signs of repair. However, in these repairs there is beauty again. Beauty in the fight for truth, the fight for women, and the fight for that sweet child. That he too may one day be a voice for the voiceless and fight for the truth. Thank you.